All right, let's get it. Morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Ooh, there we go. Hopefully everyone can hear me a bit better now. All right. So today we're gonna go over, well, like kind of a recap of this year, kind of. Then we might go over. Actually, we'll go over some of the scores I've put out recently on HardwareBot. All right, so we got this and then that. More macaroni. All right, so what I can do is just do that. Boom. Just make myself a little bit smaller. There we go. Hopefully we can read this. We've been getting snow all week. It's been about -10 throughout the day, and then last night went down to -20. Day before that, -21. Day before that, minus like 18. So yeah, it's been getting chilly here. We're getting a lot of snow. Not fun to walk in, that's for sure. Yeah, right now it's like -15 Celsius. That's the way it goes here, though. And all next week's supposed to be like -15, -20. Sunday's supposed to be pretty cold. Supposed to be. Okay, so we're gonna go over a couple of things. Yeah, so still in 4th place right now for HardwareBot. For the season, still 8th place. Nothing has really changed much. I will be going up in more points for our country, but I will not be able to pass probably Mark to Mark here. He's got a lot of global points. "14 centimeters." I think we got a bit more than that. I think we got a bit more than that right now. We're supposed to get a lot more snow here coming up as well. So I've been working on the RX Vega 56. I've only put in a few scores right now. I do have one of the fastest Vega 56 now. Only a handful of people have gotten it up to the frequencies I have. I'm up right around LN2, to be honest. I've modified it pretty well. Voltage mods, cap mods, of course, and I've gotten some decent scores. I have to redo the Unigine Heaven benchmark here. This is basically stock. This is stock. GPU Pi, I can do better as well. I can get just under 15 seconds. So I got a few that I have to redo, and like this is just for competition. This score here, I have way better score. We're talking over 1,000 points more for this benchmark as well for the competition. I should show off the competition as well. Right now, I think we're in third. Yeah, we're in third place right now, so we're doing all right. We've gotten some more benchers in here. GT starting to do some scores, which is good. Rhinos, Procon, he's done already a few. X-Berries did one. He barely outbeat my DDR3. I'm hoping he does DDR3 for this because we need it. Yeah, probably. We're right around a bunch of lakes. I'm right around a lake, so we can get a lot of snow. But yeah, hopefully Berries can do a bit more. MMR did some dry ice actually, which is pretty nice. Felty Ham, Hilderman, Caitlin. So doing good, good. Doing real good actually. For third place, really good. For AMD GPU, I think we're like, yeah, we've gotten lots of good scores. Yeah, first, second, third for placements on the stages, which is good. Puts us in first place overall. Once they put out more benchmarks, so United States still has to do some for their AMD, which I think they'll have a couple of good scores. I'm not sure how many people have that lineup of AMD graphics cards, like Vega 56, 64, R9 Furies, Fury Nanos. Not sure how many. Jimmy! Yeah, we're doing all right. Not me. I had to sell my RAM back in summertime. I still got a decent price for them, but I had to sell my RAM back in summertime to put food on the table, buddy. So I haven't, and all my GPUs, motherboards, and that I won't ever sell, to be honest. And hard to sell when you modify all of your hardware. Yeah, a lot of people say they got the PCs good. I paid $1,600 just for the GPU. So yeah. My PC costs a lot because of just the GPU. And I guess the custom water loop's not cheap either. How's it going there, Theo? Hope everybody can hear me just fine. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Yeah, so if just letting everyone know, I should make a video and I'll probably talk about it with the live streams if I continue doing live streamings. I've been thinking about hanging up the ropes on streaming, to be honest. Yeah, so we'll see if I continue doing live streams or not, just work on doing videos. Yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap. And that's US money. So RAM right now, a lot of people are not realizing with the RAM, is they're blaming Micron, right? They're because people want drama, they want to point fingers at people, so they're pointing at Micron and saying, "Oh, they're screwing over the consumers and the gamers." Oh, blah blah blah. We gotta point blame over to them. The thing is, they're with Crucial. They're just no. You can't even say AI. AI uses HBM memory. The amount of AI, the AI that you can blame more or less the people, the consumers that are doing AI, because they're building AI systems, but that's not to equate much. A lot of people don't realize the hardware that goes into data centers and the hardware that goes into consumers are completely effing different. Completely different. The your storage is technically a bit different. Your RAM's different. Like your GPUs are different, and that they're gonna blame AI for this. Consumers aren't buying $20,000 GPUs. Consumers are not using HBM memory. Why? It's crucial. No, they were not making sales. No one's buying crucial effing RAM. I'm trying to let you know this. AI is different than consumers just because they're quitting on crucial and working on AI. Crucial was not making them any effing money. No money. No one's buying Micron. Whenever someone orders Micron and they see that they got Micron, they generally sent back that Micron kit because it's Micron. Okay, if you bought Crucial, that's your own fault, man. I mean, you could have got something a bit cheaper or something about the same for the same price but better quality with Hynix for DDR5. I guess for DDR5. Nice, man. These guys should hit up Jimmy there. Oh, you're on DDR3, then big whoop. I mean, you should have bought the Patriot Vipers, to be honest, 4000 kit. So that way you could do 4000 megatransfers per second, or just detune the 4000 megatransfers per second to 3600, or whatever. You can do a 1-to-1 with your AMD CPU, and you would have got way better performance. New Edge is what they call Stang. I have no clue what you're talking about. No clue what you're talking about there, buddy. So we still got 19 days, 23 hours, and 17 minutes for this competition. Right now, Canada is in third place. In this stage, we are first place. That will change probably, but we are first place right now. Not sure how we're still first place in this because I put on a really weak score. MMR did pretty good with his R9 Fury X. That's decent. It's decent. I got one running at 1.8 gigahertz, so this is what I did. Again, I do have way better score. This is on air. So here's the air score. This is on air. 1.7 gigahertz, steady throughout the whole test. There were some peaks of like 1.726 gigahertz, and that's stock CPU. Ah. Oh, yeah. Here's my gaming channel. I was like, who's this? Okay, yeah. Give me 1 sec here, buddy. Click on that. Go to channel. Subscribe. Look at this noob. Look at this noob. Already got a bunch of videos out. Very nice, man. Very nice. This is Tarkov noob. Wait, Tarkov and Stalker 2, etc. Noob. Yeah, no problem, man. Fuel pumps suck to change out, though. Nah, they never did. So yeah, we're doing pretty good in the competition for our $100 Country Cup 2025. I might do this, and I'm gonna try to beat out MMR's 3090. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to beat out his 3090. It says stock, but I don't know. I guess never mind. It's kind of stock. Oh, he's doing 2.1. He's doing 2.1. Actually, that's pretty good. 2.1 gigahertz. It's not bad. I can get 120,000. I know that for sure with my 3070 Ti. So I'm pretty close to a 3090 for that benchmark. I mean, I did stock CPU, stock GPU, and I did 103,000. So maybe. Let's go back. Go back. But yeah, we're doing pretty good for the competition. Now we can go over a couple of things I've done. I did pretty good. Third place for Unigine Heaven benchmark there. That's pretty good. 9303. Pretty good. I was actually kind of happy about that score there. I have to rerun it. I'm running on water and I can't even go cold. Like actual water, unlike my CPU that's on basically antifreeze. I just don't like changing out the pumps. I mean, it's yeah, easy, yeah. I guess it was harder on the diesel that I had. They're generally, yeah. Your fuel pumps are generally around the middle of the car backseatish area. Doesn't matter really what car or truck. It's generally around that area. That's where yours is. Yeah, that's actually pretty easy then. The ones that are like right behind your center console, if you have a center console, which most cars and trucks do, the ones that are there, those kind of suck. Just because, yeah, the placement of it. You have to pull everything up to get at it. Swimba. So, submissions. There we go. So, we got some decent points again. Eugen, superposition, which I can beat the score. I didn't do increased voltage. This is basically stock voltage. Again, my card, I did the voltage mod on it, cap mod on it, and then I can do over 1.8 gigahertz on this benchmark for sure. And I should be able to do it steady. I just didn't have the voltage. And then I have plus 350% power limit from stock. I can do over 400 watts, no problem, without hitting power limit. So there's no more power limit basically with it because I have 350% power limit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, to make easy access. And then I'm not sure if you guys have ever worked on diesels, especially newer diesels, where there's not just one fuel pump, there's two fuel pumps, and they are 10,000 plus PSI high-powered fuel pumps. So those are not fun. So here are some scores that I've done. So 2080 Super here. I was actually quite happy with this, although I this wasn't even chilled. Once I do chilled, I'm hoping to do 2.3 gigahertz because I have a voltage mod on it as well. I'm hoping I get these scores a little bit better. One's first place and the other one's second, I believe, which is I think it's second, right? Yeah, it's second place. Behind someone that is on chilled water, but he also did chilled water and he's on a I2C. Yeah. So he can control the voltages and all that for everything. through that. Me, I do it all hardware, so. And then I have to do a no power limit mod on it. I had the no power limit mod, and then for some reason I was having issues with one certain voltage mod, so I did a different voltage mod, and then also took off the no power limit, the power limit mod, and then yeah, so now I have to redo the no power limit mod so that way I can increase the voltage without hitting power limit, which sucks, but it is what it is. That's what you got to do. What you got to do. I should be able to get probably, like I said, 2.3 or up, and I might be able to get another first place with the 2080 Super there, which would be really good. So what else? The GTX 460 I did pretty good on the benchmarks. These are not going to be the best scores, just over 1 gigahertz onto it for a lot of tests. I did more testing at 1.1 gigahertz and up for a lot of tests, and I should be able to do that. And then I gotta do a couple extra mods onto it to see if I can increase it further. But yep, did pretty good on that. Got some good points. We'll rerun those chilled, though, and then yeah, we'll see what we can do there. Needs a lot of voltage, though. How's it going, Duck? You won't be able to make the 12600K as good as the 14600K, but you can. I'm pretty sure I have a video or two out there showing how to overclock them properly. So that way the voltage are really low and your OC's at 5 gigahertz at least. Even on like a pretty, on an air cooler you could do 5 gigahertz. You should be able to. But yeah, that's basically all you're gonna get. Hardware wise, probably I'm pretty sure it was the GTX 770. So right here. And that wasn't long ago. Well, I mean, I've modified things earlier on, but the one that's more hard mod was the 770. I've done all of these, all the 1080, the 1080s, 260. But I mean, I guess motherboard would be the first one I've really modified. So the 1080 Ti I didn't, but 1080, the 8600 GT, modified. 9500 GS modified. This i7 920 is modified. The CPU modified the CPU. Haven't modified the x8650, which I should, just because I'm gonna be going for some really good scores. These are all right scores. This was done on air, by the way. The 5 gigahertz and 5.7 gigahertz, 4.7 gigahertz. This is all on air. And temperatures are. I was happy. So I should modify the CPU as well. The older CPUs, modifying them does help. The newer CPUs, I wouldn't even think about it. Just like with like the 3070 Ti, if you modify these newer cards, you're not really getting the uplift you think on stock. Basically, you're not gonna get it. So the 8600, this i5 2400 is modified as well. RAM, modified RAM as well. Cap mods, same thing with CPU. Cap mods in certain areas help a lot. GTX 1080 2080 Super's been modified. Where's it set? Yeah, GTX 770 here, modified. Did 1.5 gigahertz onto it for a couple of tests, and then Nugget that's laying on my lap here jumped up when I was doing soldering onto it to fix it up, to do more modifications to it, and it fell, and then it ripped off, and I gotta do a e-power to get it working again, or I might just scrap that and then just grab whatever I can off of it. I've tried to fix it up, but then I fixed it up and I blew a MOSFET because it put out too much voltage to it. I tried to fix it, but no, unfortunately. So yeah, the GTX 770 was the first one I really modified hard. This right here. And then 3070 Ti has been modified. Like everything you see, all my GPUs have been modified. So if I go video card here, all of these have been modified. RX Vega 56, 4060, GT 610 hasn't been fully modified yet. I'm gonna be modifying it with external power source, so like a 6-pin or an 8-pin, give it power through that. And then if I just go to myself here. And yeah, I know I'm just gonna keep talking here. I'll look at chat here in a second. So 8600 GT has been modified, 9500 GS has been modified, 9600 GT has been modified, 9000 GT. I should get rid of that score. GT 240, GT 610, 1070 has been modified. Oh, sorry, I guess the 1070 was the first modification really for my GPUs. I wish I still had that card, to be honest. 1080 has been modified. Voltage for VCore and memory as well. 1080 Ti has not been fully modified yet. Doesn't need it. Certain BIOS you can put onto it. XOC BIOS. Same thing with the 1080. Put XOC BIOS onto it, but I modified it before I did that. So 260, 460, 770, 2080, 3070, all been modified. This Vega 64 can be deleted because there's no submissions. The card has been reading Vega 64 because of a certain BIOS, but it's still Vega 56. And then yeah, that's it. That's it for all these. Everything I have here has been modified except for the 1080 Ti. B760, that doesn't matter. Shock, that doesn't matter for what board you have. You could that B760M, you could still overclock the CPU. You're only gonna be using like 1.25 to 1.3 volts max. You should only be like 1.25 max really for 5 gigahertz. Doesn't need much. Doesn't need much. But all that has been modified. Motherboards, I've tried to modify some. My ORS Master's been slightly modified, just extra caps, MLCCs. Does it really help anything? Not really, but I did it anyways. But again, CPUs I've modified. The i5-2400 has been modified. The i7 920 has been modified, and I'm gonna be. I guess I've done some modifications on X5570, but these are the weak X5570 for the scores, and I should modify the 5650. But I have modified a few CPUs as well. One motherboard, I tried to fix up the Sabertooth so that way I can get more memory voltage. This seems to be a real pain with this board due to the fact the way the controllers work for the memory. You got to do main controller and a couple of controllers for the memory. It's dumb. It's really dumb. But yeah, the GTX 460 here was fun. I gotta do it chilled still, so I should be able to get some better scores. For the GPU Pi, I could do way better scores as well. Like way better scores. Is it gonna give me much points? Not really. This i5-2400 I have to run chilled anyways. This is all on air, and this is all on air, so the scores are all right. 4.1 gigahertz was pretty good in my opinion. 5650 again on air, but did some really good scores. Temperatures were great, to be honest. Low voltage. Just GT 610 is on stock cooler. Stock cooler, as far as I can push it. On the stock cooler. Passive cooler. And the 3070 Ti, I'm going to be getting some better scores. I'm going to probably do them next year. Start off next year with the 3070 Ti. I was thinking about doing some more modifications to it, so that way I can get stable throughout all these benchmarks, 2.3 gigahertz and higher. because I'm doing 2.295 right now. It's basically 2.3 gigahertz. But then if you step it up one more, it wants to do like 2.35 gigahertz for some reason, which is unstable. It's on air. It's all on air, so. But it's basically the fastest 3070 Ti there is. Yeah, his Ice Storm, yeah, is way better than mine. This is stock with 12600K for me. But yeah, I got a bunch of firsts with 3070 Ti, of course. And I got to rerun a bunch. A couple of people have put out some good scores this early this year. I just haven't tried to outbeat some. Close. I can get close. I'm so close. 26 milliseconds off from first place. Or 23 milliseconds off from first place. If I can just get it stable at 2.35 gigahertz, I'll get first. He's on chilled water, I'm on air, so makes sense. And then we go down here. 12600K was doing pretty good. My 12600K died doing light testing. I did push that CPU quite a bit and used it for daily for years, so maybe it just was done for. But yeah, it just randomly died on me. I've tried multiple ways to revive it, can't. Oh yeah, I mean, exactly. I don't get people with, oh, more horsepower is better. It's not. Having more traction with a certain amount of torque and horsepower will outbeat your 2000 horsepower. Although if you have some really good, like if you have a really good ECU, you can just tune it and set it a certain way so that way your tires don't slip. Yeah, see that's the thing. I would do the same thing in my Volkswagen, but it had a lot of torque. It had the same amount of torque as an F 1500 Dodge. Same amount of torque as it. My little four-cylinder diesel. So in third place, I could still do burnouts. That's what happens when you have a really good tune. Oh yeah, 3770K. I have to, I guess, maybe rerun some tests with 3770K. I haven't ran it in like the 5 gigahertz plus in a while. A couple of tests I can run over 5.2 gigahertz, so I should be able to, I should do that. 1070, I really wish I had another 1070. This is without a voltage mod. It was doing 2.2 gigahertz. Okay? 2.2 gigahertz. With just a no power limit mod. I have a first place. I didn't realize I had a first place with it. If I had another one, I'd modify the crap out of it. Get some good scores with it. It's probably like top fives. I just posted a couple extra scores this morning, so that would be put in. And then Caitlin Guh has been doing pretty good as well. Like, dang, man. He posted so many scores, and they just got added up. And then I got my scores. I should be up around 6,700-ish. But he did crazy good, crazy good. So many scores posted or submissions here. Like just one ham of submissions. Look look at them all. You just went ham. This is just one day. One day right here. One day. Good job, man. Right now we are in third best overclocking team in Canada. Beating some teams that have a lot of participants. And we're gonna try to get up to first place in Canada. But Hardware Canucks have 117 participants, and they got a couple of pretty good overclockers, to be honest. Yeah, you need to do boost by gear. Torque doesn't destroy engines. It's how how the torque is being set. You can put the torque at more at the at the medium to high end, and it won't destroy engines. But a lot of them, they're not tuned properly for torque, and the torque is at like too low of RPM. See, I love torque. I love torque. I love diesels now. After owning a diesel, again, a four-cylinder diesel that have more torque or same amount of torque as a truck, a full-size truck, it's nice, and you can't go back from it, because you can be in third gear or fourth gear, and just be at like 1500 RPM max torque, and go all the way up to 6000 RPM. Well, close to 6000 RPM is what my engine did for Redline. But right around that 1400 RPM to 2400 RPM, you're in max torque. No, you don't want to drop gear. You want to go to a higher gear. For how you drive your gas to diesel is different. You want to make sure you're boosting the turbo, so you got to brake and not drop gear, go to a higher gear when you're starting off, and then you want to boost. You want to boost it, so you're braking while putting gas, lightly braking to get more torque, turbo going, more torque, and then you can let go of the gas or let go of the brake and gone. And then power shifting in diesel, especially if you have a certain, I guess, transmission, the way it's set up, so much easier, man. Why? Because you're at your lower RPM. That lower RPM, man, really matters. So you can just blimp it, go, blimp it, go, blimp it, go. No need for clutch. Trust me, I've had people go, holy crap. Like, this thing is torquey. That's what happens when you're about 600 foot-pound of torque in a car. You sure this is a four-cylinder? Yeah, it's a four-cylinder. Not even fully modified yet, man. Yeah. And I went from a Hyundai Tiburon 5-speed, but I stripped it out. The car weighed like just over 1,700 pounds. It might have only been 150 horsepower, but it went. Yeah, the shark, yeah. But it went. Before the crash. Again, stupid highway people. How's it going, Zardy? How's it going, Zardy? Oh, the kitties. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun little 5-speed. And all I liked that Hyundai Tiburon for was going through the back roads with the, like, super windy roads. man, you find certain spots where again Porsche 911s, a bunch of other cars would go late at night as well, and go around these back roads, and then just have fun. Just go as fast as you can. You can't really go super fast, but if you know your apex and you know your apex spots and all that for all the bends, you can go real fast. Yeah, I wasn't fast. It wasn't exactly fast, but for like going from I'm doing good, pretty good there, already. Going from that to the Volkswagen that I had for straightaways, holy crap, man! Like beating out BMWs, um, like gas Porsche 911s. 911s couldn't do nothing. Audi TTs wanting to race me all the time. Like they just always wanted to race me, always. It's like, man, you know what you're going up against, right? Like this is diesel versus your gas. I'm sorry, like yeah, you might have a nice tuned up car, but yeah, 1,700 pounds, pretty good. It was pretty good, and it was so fun for the back roads, man. And then yet, if I went and then my 100, just over 150 horsepower Volkswagen with about 600 foot-pound of torque, pretty close to 600 foot-pound of torque, even though it's not good for bends. Yeah, it was very light, man. Very light. Very light. That's what made it fun for the back roads, though. That Hyundai Tiburon, 2007. I think I remember that correctly. Yeah, 2007 Hyundai Tiburon. Just over 2,000 pounds stock, and then I stripped the whole thing. And yeah, right around 1,700 pounds. Might have been a little bit less than 1,700 pounds at the end. That car was fun. But yeah, again, working on the Vega 56. If I can just, if I go through all of these, I should have one of the fastest. I have the fastest right now in Vega 56 in Canada. Um, Going against like Nvidia here, kind of hard because he has a CPU to 6.4 gigahertz, man. 6.4. I can do more than 1.8 gigahertz on my RX 556 right now. I can do 1.9. Well, 1.9 on a few tests. 1.85, 1.87 on every other test. But he has 6.4 gigahertz. I can't do that on my crappy 1300K. It's just not going to happen. I cannot do it. There's no way. My 1300K is absolute trash. But yeah, right now I have Canada's fastest RX Vega 56. Yeah, I was Team Red. I was Team Red right at the beginning, man, with my 270. And then I had multiple RX 580s and 6700 XT, and then I went to 1080 Ti. I sold my 6700 XT for 1080 Ti. That's the thing. You can buy slower cars, older, cheaper cars. Well, older. Just try to get like early 2000s, and because they all have certain injectors in them, right? And they're generally built fairly light. They're so fun for back roads or windy bends. They're so fun, man. And don't get yourself a real wheel. Get yourself a front wheel, and you'll have fun. Yeah, yeah. 7950, nice. Yeah. 7950. Yep, I would like one. I would actually like an S10,000 dual GPU S10,000. Nice. How's the 9700 doing? Yep. I have to run all these tests. I should be able to get top 5 and everything. Fire Strike here. I just did this one not long ago. Just for a quick run. This was just a quick run. 1.75 gigahertz. I can do over 1.8. And then my CPU score for some reason was trash at 5.8 gigahertz. Trash. Like, I don't know why it was so bad, but that's what I did. 1.75 gigahertz, and I'll redo it. There's boosts of it of like 1.85 for some reason. So gotta love AMD with the way they boost it, and that's without any added voltage. When I add the extra voltage, which makes it so that way when it's running these tests, again, I have no power limit basically. I can go up to 500 watts easily without hitting the power limit. Throughout these tests, it was about 400 watts. But when I add the voltage, it makes it so that way it won't go below 1.2 gigahertz while running the tests, and that really helps. It really, really helps for the higher frequency. The time spy, I was kind of happy with this time spy score. Third place, I was kind of happy with it. Kind of happy. I can get second place though. I already know I can. I just got to do chilled on everything. But 6.4, I can't do 6.4 gigahertz. Like his CPU score, 32,000. Okay, 32,000, and mine's like 18,000. 18, almost double mine. So I won't be able to get first place. I don't think. I already know I can run it at over 1.8 gigahertz, but that's not gonna help me, unfortunately. So my chilled, I can only do so cold right now because I'm on water on the GPU, like waters, and I have to watch it because I can only go down technically to like 1 degree Celsius, 1 degree, not even -1, because then I'll blow up the radiator. So I can't do chilled right now on it technically. Jimmy's probably might be streaming now. Might be. Couldn't really tell you. He might be though. But yeah, I should be able to get all these records here. Well, not records, but I mean a couple of records. Yee's score here is good. I'm pretty sure he did 6 gigahertz. I'll run this at 6 gigahertz and do my over 1.8 gigahertz on this, and probably get a better score. His memory clock isn't very high, so he didn't do any mods onto it, like not even like hard mods, just registry mods onto it. I'll freeze I'll freeze the water in the radiator and it'll blow up the radiator. That's why I can't do chilled. I can go colder, not technically chilled though. I can't go below 0. I technically won't. I only go down to about 1 degree Celsius max. I wouldn't daily a chiller. Too much of a worrisome. I don't have coolant. It's water. Water, like I said. I'm using water on the GPU. None of my benchmarks for GPUs this year have been on like chilled. Just colder water, technically. Chilled is below 0. None of mine have been. Yeah, daily chiller, the setup you have to do on that is pretty wild. You have to have a certain amount of airflow on everything as well. Yeah, condensation. On my Like my CPU, I could do chilled no problem because I'm using just fine. Like um, pictures in the Discord, I'm not sure if you saw them, but my fittings all freeze up on my CPU side. I can go chilled on CPU, no problem. I don't have money. I'm broke. Always. Have been for the over the past year, buddy. I have not been able to buy anything technically. So that's why I can't use antifreeze. And people might say, "Oh, $10 or $20 is not much." It's a lot of money that can get me some food. My 2,000 horsepower, yeah, daily that'd be fucking wild. Yeah, my GTX 460, I gotta do some more runs on it, get some more, but I'll probably do that next year, the GTX 460. I want to redo some modifications onto it. That way I can probably do 1.1 gigahertz and up from all all of the tests. I can already do 1.1, but not all of the tests. I can do 1.1 gigahertz, which is not good. GT610, I still have to modify, hard modify it, extra power source, so that way I can voltage control and not blow up the PCI. See, that's the thing. A lot of people are thinking what I talk about is water temp. Not, I don't care about what your GPU, because each GPU can be different for what you're going to see for temperature wise. It's like even on idle, like my 9500 GS on idle, it's 10 degrees hotter, or if you're just on like stock, if you're on stock, whatever, it's you're technically like 15 degrees hotter than any other GPU because of that certain core. Even on water, it's the temperatures are it could be hotter, even on idle. It depends on GPU. I talk about water temp. I want my water temp to be around -40. To do a chiller to do -40 though, you need to have certain antifreeze, or antifreeze, well, antifreeze in a way. You can use certain coolants for that, but then you also have to make sure you check what you're using for like a, yeah, water temp. 0C is not bad. You wouldn't have to really worry about condensation that much with 0C. When you go below 0 though, that's when you really have to. Yeah. And that's the thing. I want to make a chiller that does -40 water temp, which would be insane. Insanely good. It wouldn't be water, of course, but coolant temp. Oh, if you're on water, you should only be at like around 30 C anytime. Like 30 C at 0 0. I mean, not unless you have a really bad block. Your water temp at 0 C, you should only see like 10, 15 degrees Celsius. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I can show how yeah, I can show how to make a chiller just with an AC unit, but then I'd modify the AC unit so that way I can go colder, and then be able to make it so that way the coolant that I'm using is not gonna start icing up or thickening up due to the way you design the water flow and the fins. A lot of people just put like the fins in coolant and then use the AC like that. That's just stupid. That's the most inefficient and best way to thicken up the coolant, because it's going to freeze on the actual copper pipes, more or less. Not even the fins, more or less the copper pipes, but it can freeze up on the fins as well. It's just the dumbest way to do it. Is it easy? Technically, yeah. Yeah, but those split ACs are not very efficient. Do they work? Yes, they're great for working. They're not very efficient. Oh, I mean, in the summertime, up here, like where I am right now, it went up to almost 50 degrees Celsius. That's why I didn't stream some days, because it went up to 48, 50 degrees Celsius. So I couldn't, I didn't want to. It got so hot. I love old homes. But yeah, this XT650, I'm gonna be doing pretty good. I'm gonna try to get a good frequency on it too. So what is the frequency record? 6.3. Holy crap, man. That's how much LN2 did you need? Oh, a phase. Oh, just a phase change. It's gonna say 1.85 volts. Oh, that's actually not bad, but it's a lot of voltage. That's really good. That's a really good CPU he has. Oh, how are you supposed to if you're you won't. At idle, you should be able to get 30 degrees Celsius if your room temp is 30 degrees. If you're on water, you should be able to keep your GPU at idle the same temperature as your ambient temp. You should. As soon as you put power to it, yeah, you'll be up around 45 degrees Celsius. Yeah, full load, you'll be up around 45 degrees Celsius at that temp, ambient temp. You'll need a chiller for sure. But then you should be able to keep it like 15 degrees Celsius or 20 degrees Celsius max, depending on the actual how good of a flow you got. There's a lot of factors that go into play with that for chillers. So if you're at like 0 degrees Celsius water temp, you should be able to keep your GPU at around 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, depending on how you have it set up. Yeah, be way too cold for you. Yeah, as cold as you want really is like 18 degrees Celsius for room temp. This is a crappy score that I did earlier. I did more testing on different RAM. More RAM helps us score. I didn't do over 40,000. So yeah, I got a bunch of these tests to redo. And then hopefully get myself, I got first place with it, but hopefully get myself some better scores once I do chilled water. This is all on air. I did all these scores on air. So once I do chilled, I'm hoping, oh well, I guess I won't even technically do chilled. I need to get coolant so I can do chilled for my secondary loop. Yeah, chiller's nice. Yeah. And that's the thing though, my chiller's not going to be the same as like a box chiller that has its own built-in pump. It will have its own built-in pump only for moving air, the water around a certain way, so that way it can cool the water, the coolant, uh, and make sure it has good flow. And then I would use like a D5 pump, like a normal D5 pump, to circulate to whatever I want to chill, the GPU or CPU, or both. Because I'll probably do 2 lines in. So technically 4 holes, but 2 lines in. Or out, 2 lines out. 2 lines out, 2 lines in. I'll just do it the way I have it. The way I'm going to be doing the chiller is just different than most. Most chillers that are done and made, doesn't matter by who, from what I've seen, are done a fairly same way, which is very inefficient. Does it work good? Yes, it works good, but very inefficient. Yeah, you can control the temp. You can control the temp. Yes. It's just what I would do is make it so that way it's running full bore all time. What you can do is set it still like with the AC unit control temp instead of modifying it the way I'll do it. I'll be modifying the controller itself. But what you can do is modify um, the actual, not even modify the controller. Just put the water, the the thermal probe. Basically, you can grab a thermal probe from the controller and put it in the water. And then what you can do from there is just put like a resistance of some sort to change it so it says 20, 20 degrees or 30 degrees Celsius when it's at 0 degrees Celsius, so that way it turns off. And then once the water temp starts warming up, it'll kick back on. So it constantly keep kicking off and on. Just a way to, I could show how to do that too. Yeah. How's it going, Hurt? That's all you need to do. Is just modify, and it's not even a hard modification. Not even comparator. Or you can even just have it set on a timer. You can set timer basically with AC units as well. So just instead of going off a temp, you can set it on timer. Yeah. Yeah. Control boards, you can just modify them so that way they're always running. And then with the thermal sensor, you can just get rid of the thermal sensor and then just have it so that way it's always running. And then it's basically not working off of the actual control board program. And then you can also modify the program. So it's generally all resistance anyways. Yeah, I'll be running mine indoors. I would want to run it outdoor technically or have my system out technically so that way I don't have to worry about condensation and frost buildup too much because just be better for running long term like a long benchmarks without worrying about it's just easier, faster to do all benchmarks that way. No, no. The way I'm going to be doing it is so that way I can exhaust the air out a window. No, no. Right? Because you got to have an intake of some sort into where you need to get rid of that heat and then just another pipe that goes out the window. Boom. Pretty easy. Yeah. So I would use like the Delta fans here. One air in, one air out with some sort of probably like a 4-inch pipe, 4-inch flex pipe. Boom, done. There solves your issue there. Right? But that's a project. Yep. That's all you'll need. Sucking air from the room. You want an intake to make sure you're maximizing the airflow in, so that way your exhaust, when you have the exhaust as well, it's more uh, more pressure, so you can move air out with through some sort of flex pipe of some sort, because there's going to be like the way the piping has to be done. Although you can use a flex pipe that is very low ribbed, so it's fairly smooth. But or you can technically do full smooth, full hard line, but that's just kind of annoying. You can't move the unit around at all. You'd have to do all your benching in a certain area. Just the way the airflow works. Because now, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you have to think about airflow and water flow, aerodynamics, and water dynamics. So that will help with your pressure, your flow, depending on how you want to set it up. So if you're going to do CPU and GPU at the same time, or just GPU or CPU, then you'd want to be on a flex line. So with a flex line, just an intake would not give enough pressure to move that air, because it's a lot of heat. Your compressor and what you have to remove the heat from, your heat exchanger, you have to move a lot of air through it. And if you got build-up heat, if it just keeps building up the heat, the compressor will start overheating, and or the heat exchanger is not going to work properly, and you're not going to get the cooling that you want. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. A lot of people just do it simple, easy way and all that, but it's very inefficient. And again, I'd be building something that's gonna be very good. I'm trying to find a fairly recent 12,000 BTU AC unit, but I'm looking for an AC unit that has a certain refrigerant. Yeah. And that's the thing though, it'll last, but not all AC units last forever, right? Or even doesn't even matter what you're building. Like you could be building yourself a crazy phase change machine or cascades. Eventually they do leak, or will leak very, very slowly. You can buy one from a high-end company, it'll last you 10 years, and then you'll start noticing that it's not cooling as good because it is losing refrigerant very, very slowly. It's very hard to get a perfect unit. Like very, very hard to get a perfect unit, man. All right, drive safe. Pretty sure I have a better score for this one. Pretty sure I have a better score for this one. Let's go Canada, third place right now. That's pretty good. I think they're saying France is gonna be first at their top at hardware bot on the forum. Oh, we stopped talking. I don't have it anymore there, Hart. Swimba. Yeah, man, I ain't set up to have. Well, no, I mean, not really, but I mean that don't matter to me. I ain't in a position to be with anybody right now, so I'm not. Unfortunate, right? Unfortunate. It is what it is. And I can't say we stopped talking. I guess we're still talking, but we're not seeing each other. Apparently, because Gabby's such a good kitty, she got a kitten as well. You are the Mac, chooses the Mac? Nah, sorry, man. I would still choose you. Mac is trash. Mac is trash. Now I was gonna go over some things from 2025 here. So, first one of 2025 that I did was January 6th. That was the CES Gaming IP short version. CES for the 5090. 1300K Black Myth Wukong. Didn't get many views on that one. Marvel Rivals with the GTX 1080 got 4,000, which is pretty nice. 1080 for CS2. 32 gigabyte versus 64 gigabyte from Marvel Rivals was pretty good. CS2 low settings for 1080 in 2025. The fix for Marvel Rivals on 1314, showing people how to tune your CPU for Marvel Rivals because it was terrible in the beginning. They did kind of fix it, but my overclocking on it a lot better, like no issues. 15-year-old CPU versus Marvel Rivals. Oh yeah, that was a 3770K, I believe. Does RAM speed matter? Why 13, 14 gen CPUs are crashing while gaming? Just showing people how to tune your 13 to 14 gen CPUs because some games don't like all the cores. Since then, OS like Windows 10 and then Windows 11 has been a lot better for it, so it does help. There's a bunch of Marvel Rivals because of that. And then 32-bit PhysX gone. What did NVIDIA do? They since then now have been gonna be coming back out with it just fine, even though they made it open source for anybody that wanted to make it so 32-bit worked on the 50 series cards. They are now going to be doing it apparently now. So love how they take stuff away and then go, oh well, I guess we shouldn't have done that later on. Whatever. So yeah. Um, yeah, is ASRock killing X3D CPUs? There have been other YouTubers out there saying that ASRock is still the one doing it. It's not ASRock per se. ASRock does have some issues, but it's also MSI. It's all the brands out there. So there's something wrong with their CPUs, and they're pushing more blame on ASRock because more people are buying certain ASRock boards because they're recommended from multiple different YouTubers that are saying buy this ASRock board because it's good. And then, yeah, more CPUs are dying on it because, well, a lot of people bought those ASRock boards. Since then, more boards have came out and or more people have switched over to different boards. And, yeah, still having issues. Like over 5,000 CPUs now have been dead, and then 5,000 people reporting it. there's probably a lot more than that. It's over 5,000 now. Dune Awakening benchmark, how to keep your GPU and room temp cooler in the summer. Just showing people how to overclock and go no power limit, like lower power limit, and overclock your GPU to get the same frequency. And yeah, it really does help out for NVIDIA GPUs. You can still do that on AMD, but you have to do it a certain way. Just because you do lower your voltage on your, like, you know, do undervolt on your AMD GPU does not necessarily change the actual temperature that much, due to the fact the current is going to increase as you lower it, and since you're increasing the frequency, you're also increasing heat that way as well. So AMD is a little different that way. You would technically have to lower the power limit and then try to figure out how to overclock it, or just do lower power limit and then try to find a decent overclock, or from there. It's not technically even going to be an overclock. AMD's different. Then Amazon's cheapest DDR5 was pretty good, actually. 1.1 volts, did pretty good overclocking on 1.1 volts, which means longevity on that kit would be really good. AMD's plan for the future, DPU prices, and heading in April 2025. I should re-update that, and then I should make some videos on RAM and how it's not going to last, because everyone's saying, oh, it's going to last forever. It's not. If people continue to buy them at this prices, then prices can still be up high, but they're not going to stay this price point for long. It's, again, we're going into Christmas, and guess what? More people are buying stuff at around this time. Early December, middle November, early November, people are buying more stuff, hardware and stuff like that, because of Christmas, and more people are buying stuff. That's why things go up as well. 9900 X3D caught fire. Yeah, brutal. A lot of some Marvel Rivals 1080 Ti, did some 1080 Ti benchmarks as well. This right here, Intel needs an apology, motherboard voltage issues. Yes, again, I went over this last year, and then Jay's 2 cents went over in March this year. I went over it back in 2023, but whatever. Actually, no, early 2024. And then he went over almost a year later. And yeah, talked about exactly what I said. It's not just the CPU that was causing issues. Motherboards manufacturers themselves were screwing over Intel, basically. And some more. Is AMD finally making a high-end GPU to compete with NVIDIA? No, they are not. I already told everyone that early in the year and late last year on how things are working. You can figure this out by just going and checking out what AMD is doing. Yes, they can technically come out with a GPU later on and say, oh, well, even though we weren't going to do it, we're going to do it now. They basically said it, I don't know how many times, that they weren't going to do a high-end GPU. There's so many people out there saying, oh, they're going to do a high-end GPU. It's been confirmed. It's not confirmed. They've already said they're not going to on multiple different platforms, and also for CES. So stop talking out your ass and actually, say stuff instead of just trying to be a clickbait. But no, so everything's about clickbait nowadays. And then, yeah, just the views from there was not great. Amazon's cheapest CPU water block did pretty good. This block was actually impressive for, it's like $15 and then plus tax. So it was pretty good. Since then, it's gone up in price. It's like $40 now, which is wild. I got it really, really cheap though. Using feeler gauges to see how flat a CPU is. Yeah, I mean, this feeler gauge went down to 4 thousandths, so it's a really good feeler gauge set. And some CPUs were terrible, even though it was the exact same CPU. Intel Panther Lake news. Talk about the Panther Lake. And I talked about somewhere about platform 1954, I think. Showing GPU mods and that as well. It's right around the time I got the hot air. Did some hot air stuff. Some people like that, so it's good. Just showing a little bit of tricks that you can do with it, and some things that you should be doing with it. AMD, go big or go home. Yeah, this is the high-end AMD, but it probably wasn't. It was just another card that they put a higher power limit on. Certain AIB was not confirmed like 9600, but like a 9000 series, like a 9900 XT was not. It's so many clickbait. So I wanted to talk about it and try to tell people it's not that. Flashing GPU BIOS, a lot of people are liking that. Again, a lot of people have done GPU BIOS flashing on NVIDIA cards. I should put NVIDIA as well on it, but on NVIDIA cards, and they messed it up talking about in the video, and then they didn't cut that out and then change it, so people are probably, there's a lot of things, but it's a very simplified version of Flash and GPU BIOS that works on 1000 series and up. I've tested on all of 1000 series and up, and it works just fine. There's going to be some issues with some cards, because if you're trying to flash a certain BIOS to another GPU, and then there's the one BIOS has using a certain controller from another board, it changes from the board ID. A lot of people think the board ID is just the actual like power connectors in that. It's not. There's hardware on it that's different than another manufacturer, or even a whole different GPU tier. It's gonna be different, and a lot of people think it's that would be fine. It's not. If you have a completely different controller for memory or for the actual core voltage or regulation of some sort for VRMs or for the core, you cannot change it. It's not going to work. Or you do, it will brick the card. So, and the newer cards now, it's harder to brick them. So yeah, a lot of people just don't know stuff, and they like to say stuff. But yeah, this is a way simpler way to do it. Then I did some 12600K, Battlefield 6, Battlefield 6, Marvel Rivals as well, Battlefield 6, 32 versus 64. I try to get out as much as I can. P-Core only draws less power than 9800X3D, and it does. And P-Core only with no hyper-threading works great on Battlefield 6. A lot of people don't know that either. But yep, so when I stopped September, haven't made another video since September. Just haven't had time, and don't have the money to get the software that I used before. So editing takes me a lot longer, and I just don't have the time for it. Or do I want to spend the time? Other than that, it's been a pretty good year, I'd say. It's been a pretty good year for YouTube. I've gotten about another 400 subscribers, which is really good. Another 400 subscribers. I think that's about what I had. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, for the overclock on hardware bot, I don't think I'm gonna get top 100 worldwide. I mean, we got a couple of people that came out of the woodworks, came back to overclocking. They're extreme overclockers, and they're doing pretty good actually. So good for them. I will probably stay 4th place in Canada though for this season. stay 8th place overall in Canada as well. That's overall, like versus extreme overclockers and elites. And top 267 worldwide. I am in the top 0.3%, I think. I think that's what it equates to, top 0.3% in the world. So can't complain about that. Hard. I'm my first in cold Canadians though. Oh, that's right, for this season. Yep. Quite happy. Quite happy with the way things have been. It's been another rough year, but we're almost through it. Oh boy. And right now I'm not even set up for my normal setup. Right now I'm set up in a different way so that way I can do some colder runs. Not even chilled, but colder runs. What you doing, Gabby Goo? What you want? Hi. You want to say hi? Oh, she's been such a suck up. She just won't leave me alone. She has to lay on me for some reason. Has to. Has to. And if not, she's gonna lay like on my feet. If I have my feet stretched out, she's laying on my feet. It's like, stop. And then she gets so mad. And she even hisses at me if I have to get up. It's like, I'm sorry, I have to get up. She hisses at me like, no, you can't get up. You can't. You can't. Stop. Ow. It's claws. I know you're happy. Holy crap. Whew. Wasn't even gonna stream today. I just figured I'd stream for a little bit. Welcome back. Glad you drove safe. I know. Holy crap. Mad. Mad because I want to move. Oh, I'm laying on. I'm sitting on the ground. My knees are just. They can't handle it now. That's why I need to get back into work. I used to never have knee problems. Now that's all I seem to have is knee problems. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Do exactly what they want. As soon as I move, mad as hell. Morning there. How's it going? You should get some sleep, man. You should definitely get some sleep. You need sleep. I know when people say sleep is for the weak, but I mean you need some sleep, buddy. Let's see. Let's go back to the first video that I did this year. CES 2025. Actually, it was the first live stream I did. Oh my, I did so many live streams this year. So many. I wish there was a way to figure out how many hours of streaming I did. So many hours, man. So many hours I streamed. There we go, January 6th. When I had the long hair still. Nine hours? Man, like, that's too many hours. 5 to 6 hours is generally what I get. 5 to 6 hours, right around there, which is plenty. Plenty for me. Actually, there's a bunch of days and a bunch of live streams I did where I didn't even sleep. You know, like 32-hour long live streams. Actually, there's one live stream where I did fall asleep, unfortunately. Everyone's like, did he fall asleep? I did. I did. I did. Uh... How'd you manage that? And then I'm gonna do this. This. Hey, look! They're the same size. There we go. Hey, it's me. It's me! Hey, me, how's it going? On your keyboard? Was your keyboard made of metal? Jeez. That's not a very good screen protector. I gotta put this on play. Just give me a minute. Yeah, goth keyboard with spiked chains. Aluminum. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, what up, you guys? Just gonna go over some the CES 2025. Hopefully I sound alright. Hopefully everything looks good. Change over the sound so I can hear it. There we go. And get a copy link for everybody. Everybody in this stream. There we go. All right. So it's about NVIDIA keynotes. I made a video about CES, about Blizzard Entertainment, basically, them talking about what they're doing. Basically, it's all marketing. It's all about marketing. I short formed it. It was like almost an hour-long stream. Short formed it to about 20 minutes, just so you don't have to hear the same thing over and over as the Blizzard. I don't know what she is. I'm pretty sure she does mostly marketing. She talked about marketing and all of that basically the whole time. So this is a live stream. It should be going, but this isn't marketing. No, well, it kind of is. Kind of is. You'll be probably talking about what will be coming out, basically. This is the keynote, NVIDIA keynotes. If you know anything about the keynotes. Yeah, it's brutal, eh? It's brutal. I wouldn't be buying the 5080s right now. Some guy had 3 already. Holy. Yeah, he must have a business or something, bought a bunch of them. But for that price, that's a little expensive, $2,400. It's a little expensive. Yeah, I miss my coffee cup. Did you get your motherboard working? Most times it's just driver updates. Especially if you switch over motherboard and that. Not sure why it's not. It's me. Nah, not really. Before I cut the hair. If I was gonna buy a B550, it wouldn't be MSI. That's decent. So you made a couple bucks off that, didn't you? Actually, a good price too for a 1080 and the case. It's a good price. That's one why you got. At least in my opinion, that's a good price. Just say you guys can't hear me. Motherboard was 210. Decent. Yeah, there's so many weird laws that they had. Who? Which one? Oh, my bad. Oh. Yeah, MB motherboard usually. Alright. We got kitty tail. What PSU was it? Hi. Was it a good PSU or no? Oh, I mean, Trump's been doing a lot of things. Bye. With his live stream though. Sonic, yeah. It's good. Good PSU. Maybe I'll move the chat over. At the time, I was. Yeah, at the time, I had to be quiet. That's all. That's where I was living. Now I live by myself. Well, not technically by myself, but in a spot where no one can hear me. So I just had to be quiet. For 14K, I mean, that'd be really good. Chat seems to be backwards. There we go. Yeah, so this is the first live stream that I did this year. Not here. I didn't get Gabby till just before summer, in the spring. like was able to get her back because places that I was living
Yeah,
at couldn't have her.
B550, yeah. Only because people are getting more into
This
AMD
year I
apparently.
moved like 3 times, so
More AMD markets and more people hate on Intel, so. Did you hear about the Intel update for their new CPU? 16% increase in performance. So there needs to be new reviews
yeah.
done on that. One update, 16% increase. Insane.
Yeah, I moved a lot.
I mean, it'll just get better as time
Lost
goes
a lot
on.
of things in the move.
Hopefully, it continues to get really
Moves.
good.
A lot of things got broken.
Yeah, basically, free. It's
Brutal.
free performance there. As it should be, though. As it should be. What is with this live stream? This is supposed to be live. We're supposed to be up and live. Is the
Yeah,
CEO
the NVIDIA was late for the
late or
live
something?
stream. This is the live stream of NVIDIA's live stream. Sometimes you gotta get change. I don't like change either, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, nothing's gonna stay the same.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean,
Nothing will
this
ever
is a
stay the
live
same.
stream right now. Not me. Not me. This isn't like I'm live stream, yeah. But this, what you see in the background here, is a live stream. This is supposed to be the CEO talk about the keynotes. Oof, that's expensive. Those are not cheap. Those are not cheap. Oh wow.
I got
Spend two
ID'd.
grand, get
ID'd
$200
the other
gift
day
card.
getting at a store. Like, really? I've been ID'd in years. Apparently shaven.
Yeah. So he's gonna pay more than 2 grand for it.
It's wild. Like, man, I'm over 30 and you're IDing me. Well, you don't look like you're...
Well, some of the plans are actually pretty good.
Guy next to me is like, he's
Oh, it's
definitely
2K with the
over the
plan.
age to do
That's
it.
actually,
Like,
yeah, it's
it's like, yeah, I
still
don't know, man.
expensive, yeah, but it's actually pretty good with the plan.
Good thing I had a picture of my ID, because I didn't have my ID on me. She's back. Psycho Kitty.
What is with this? Everything's getting brighter, so maybe. 100 gigabyte of 5G with Canada roaming and US roaming. And guess who got the number? Nice. Yeah, I gotta have US and Canada as well. I had too many friends and that in the States.
There you go. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better now. So I put my mic to my mouth too, that'd
100
be better.
gigabyte though, that's pretty good. That's a lot. I don't have 5G though, I have LTE. My phone's too old for 5G. Did I get a new one?
Mo's talking a lot in the early on this stream.
Oh yeah, that's 100 gigabytes is a lot for a phone.
Then here.
Basically have to be on all day, every day to use it up.
That was the first live stream. We went to go over. Then we got 2024. I want 2025. Did some CS2. Yeah, limited due to the fact copyright on some of the music. It's so dumb. What's a good live stream that I had? Oh yeah, the 9070 XT, because everyone's on AMD, so I had to do some AMD stuff. Those some pretty good streams though. Over 800 views. February. There was one that I did. I cut my hair. When was it? March? Yeah, March. And I had no sound on this one. No sound.
Live chat is live. It's
live.
240 hertz, which is awesome. 3 DisplayPort 2.1, which is again awesome. 165 hertz plus on the old display, and
I just had to talk
be
real
higher.
quiet. That's why.
Suggested
Sound
PSU
like that.
700 watt. Makes sense. Again, HDMI and DisplayPort, these are pretty basic, and now we're up to the new HDMI 2.1A, which is awesome. Power connectors, 2x8 pin. Why didn't NVIDIA do this? Why didn't the manufacturers for NVIDIA, like Asus and all them,
not
do
even
this
so many people
with
bought them.
NVIDIA cards? 2x8 pin, awesome. Dude, you wouldn't have these
A lot of people
melting
bought them, I
connectors. You
guess,
wouldn't have
but
people
not a lot of
complaining
people bought them
because
at the same time.
the 12 high-powered cables are new and people don't like them. It is a smaller gauge wire technically, and some of the wires are pulling 22 amps from what I found. It's 22 amps through a single wire, which is insane.
Well, there was more of I had more hair, but facial hair there, except for the chin. But yeah, so as you can notice here, though, side-by-side comparison. So with the NVIDIA broadcast that I use for the back screen here, for NVIDIA broadcast, as you can see, it's a lot better now with the NVIDIA broadcast the way they had it done. They did some updates on the NVIDIA broadcast for, you can only use 30 series and up with NVIDIA broadcast as well, but they did really well. Like you can see here, if we press play again,
when there's,
as you can see, it's literally taken apart some of my head from this side, as you can see. And then, I mean, they did good. Like whatever update that they did a few months ago. It was a few months ago that they did an update, and they did really good. And now in the video broadcast, a lot better now. You can get it set up so that way OBS, like your OBS studio, is better, but like you can use it filters through OBS. Right now I have it set up and it can't seem to figure out how to get it set back up for OBS, so that way broadcast is on OBS instead of me having the video broadcast itself. And then I just use a certain way that you set it up before, but now I can't figure out how to get it set back up so that way OBS is doing it. But again, whatever update that they did for this, amazing. They did so good. Yeah, free brain surgery. But yeah, basically, as you can see, like it's cutting portions out. You'll see that like I have a before, like if you move the round too much, or I don't know if we can get it to work. Oh, a little bit down here. You'll get some of the wall color where it's green, kind of goes out. Before it was really bad, was not good at all. But now, whatever they did a few months ago, good job, NVIDIA.
supposed to be six. There's supposed to be 6 wires pulling that power, but one cable is pulling 22
very stuttery
amps, and the other ones are pulling 1 to 3 amps.
Very stuttery.
So something's messed up with the 12-volt high-powered.
As you can see in the back, like just where you can see over here on me. But yeah, it's so much better now. I like what they did.
And we're just, ray tracing cores is their 3rd gen.
Yeah, it
Infinity
works.
Cache is their 3rd gen. Graphics Compute 12. Shader ISA.
It works really
GFX
good
12.
for a
So
lot of people,
GFX
especially if you have 30
1201.
series and up.
Display core next.
For NVIDIA broadcast, it's really good.
3.2.0. Video core next is 4.0.
The connector's not an issue, though.
You know, it's just our new lineup.
It's more user error
So
than
what
anything,
we can
to
look
be honest.
Quad
There are some people
slot.
that
Quad
and that's the thing, though.
slot.
Like,
Okay, so the Asus Tough Gaming RX 97 XT is
overclocking.
GPU clock
Overclocking, right?
20 boost clock
For
is over
5090s
3
to get
gigahertz.
3.6
awesome.
like these crazy
But they don't
frequencies,
have any.
you're doing over
Well, the memory should
1,000
be the same
watts
for all
through that
those,
connector.
except for apparently the XFX Mercury RX
They're not
97
melting it.
XT OC Magnetic Air Edition. It's gonna have a
But yet,
higher
daily people
memory clock.
are just random people that want to
That's
buy it and then
awesome.
burning it up. That's their own fault.
Anyways, we'll go on to the quad
sorry,
slot,
most
the
of them,
Gigabyte
it's their
Aorus
own fault.
RTX 97 XT Elite, which is supposed to be a quad slot.
I mean, it's same
have
thing
any
with the
pictures?
8-pin. The 8 pins
Dang.
that I have, you can technically only do 188 watts.
Everything
I'm
looks
putting
the
like
same.
500 watts, or not 500 watts, but 180 watts per 8 pin.
Everything
I'm
looks
putting
the
like 250
same.
plus watts through them, no problems. And people
Quad
still have
slot.
melting
That's
cables on theirs.
insane.
That's user error. That's not setting it up
Quad
properly. That's
slot
PSU not
GPU.
set up properly, or just bad
9070
PSU.
at that. The cooling must be crazy. But it's supposed to be. It's not even
no.
like
3
an
8 pin
overclocked
won't be able
model.
to handle that.
2400, which is the base clock speed, up to 2.9.
It depends.
3
If you can keep
gigahertz,
them
it's-
cool. But then
that's
you got to
insane.
worry about the GPU side. Can the
Gigabyte RTX
GPU
97
handle
XT
that? Like,
Gaming OC
actually handle that?
stock, basically, for GPU clock.
Depends.
Boosts up to 2.9.
There's a lot of things that
almost
go
2.8,
involved with the
3.0. I mean,
with
and it's
that.
triple slot. Power Color Hellhound.
A lot of things.
The Hellhounds are nice cards.
PSU, can it handle it?
Again, standard.
Cable, can it handle it? Do you have
all the
16
same,
AUG wires?
but they're not
Are
giving the
your
actual
cables,
card size.
as you connect them
the
together, good
dual slot, triple
connections?
slot, or quad. Quad slots are big cards.
If not, well, you gotta get more amperage out of
Must
it
have
just
probably
due to
one
the
of
fact.
those LED screens on it or something.
At a 3,
So we got the Power
500
Color
watts per
Reaper, which is
node.
a newer one.
That's
Reaper's
still
a new one.
an iffy.
Same thing though.
You need to know what you're
Power
doing
Color
to do
Red
that.
Devil, which is their like top of the line one.
For 3 8 pin.
Same
so
thing, though,
One
but it's a triple
8
slot,
pin
which is-
technically
Wait, it's always
is
been
okay
basically
for about 200
Sapphire
watts.
RX 9070 XT.
Times that by 3 is only
slight
600 watts.
increase from stock core to just over 3 gigahertz. Not
Yeah,
much
they
of an
stop.
increase for the Sapphire model. The XFX Mercury RX 9070 XT OC Magnetic Air Edition, though, is a big increase.
It's
3.1
only,
gigahertz boost.
Like
and its
100
memory is also overclocked.
The rating
which
on
I
8 pins are
Everywhere
188
in
watts.
every video
That's the
I've
rating.
searched,
You can do
they
200
didn't
watts,
say
though,
anything about
daily,
having
just
any
fine
of them
through an
being
8
an
pin.
overclocked memory.
Again, overclocking
And I'm not
for like
sure if
980
that would be
Ti,
due
you're
to
going to
the
be
fact
pulling
that
almost 8,000 watts
XFX Mercury here,
out of
at least
one
the magnetic
GPU.
air one,
It's if you can set it up properly, if your PSU can handle it, your
I wonder if
wires
it's
can handle it, and
GDDR6X
what
memory.
GPU you have, whether or not it's
could be.
made a certain
Or
way.
they did
with
stock
the
right
copper,
from factory
the layers
overclock, like
with
a
the
small
copper
overclock.
to the
So
to
he's
the
doing
actual
RX
power.
97 XT
The
Sakura
ground's not much of an
Atlantis,
issue.
so,
You have to have
it's
a
a
good
Sakura
ground
model,
point, so you
if
gotta have to have a
ever
good
know about
ground,
Sakura
copper
models.
ground. But it's more or less the
Same thing, just
power
stock.
in as well.
Everything's stock. Just stock. So yeah, they do. I've always liked the way they looked. The
Yeah, you're
Hellhounds
talking
are
1.5
not like
or
their top tier
1500
cards,
watts.
but they're not a bad card. I don't know
a lot,
anything
man.
about the Reaper card, to be honest. I will do
3
some
8
research
pins, it's
on
a
that,
lot.
see what the Reaper card's like. The Red Devil, though, have always been a like top of the line, very nice looking card.
But as you can see, things
Because he
are
also
a
got
lot
the
better
Liquid
for
Devil.
this. Now let's go back to this. And it's March. Did a bunch of Marvel Rivals. My birthday. Birthday. I don't even think I did a birthday live stream. To be honest, my birthday live stream. I don't think I did. No. Oh yeah, I did. My birthday. It was a short one. No, not many people wanted to celebrate my birthday. Then we'll go here. It is live on phone. Got some people off of that. Some people like that, so that's good. Some more subscribers off that and different viewers. I should do some more live streams off my phone. Just PC questions. The 9060 XT that came out. Trump's tariff war. I'm trying to find some live streams I did. I'm pretty sure March, April area. And you see these 11-hour live streams that were a lot longer than 11 hour or the 11 hours 55 because that's the max. 11 hours 55 is the max. These are my like 30-hour live streams. But it'll only put out 11 hours and 55 minutes. Oh no, we got a 22-hour one. But we got no likes or dislikes. Oh, that's kind of odd. It's like broken the system. This one broke the system. It's kind of odd. This one broke YouTube. Yeah, it broke YouTube. It's over the amount of hours. It should have been broken down to 11 hours and 55 minutes. Even though I did 30-hour live streams. A bunch of 30-hour or 20 over 24. Longest live stream I did this year was like 36 hours, I believe it was. There's a 30-hour one that broke the system again. It's dumb, so dumb, because then it doesn't equate to anything for ad revenue. So the ones that broke the system. It was longer. They're longer than what they say. These 11 hours and 55 minutes are over 12 hours. This 22-hour broke the system, and it never switched over to 11 hours 55 minutes. And I don't get paid for doing that. The 30-hour one, same thing. I don't get paid because it should only be 11 hours 55 minutes. As you can see, all of these were over 11 hours 55 minutes. These are all 14 or 16-hour live streams. I have probably, even though I haven't been doing a lot of live stream, I probably still am one of the top 10 YouTubers that have done so many hour live streams this year. Because it's like for months I was doing 12-hour live streams, minimum, like minimum. Like minimum for I don't know how many live streams. Bunch that I did lower, but then I was having issues. Found out I was having issues with my power supply. One of my cables is done for, so I had to figure that out. And then that's why my streams were ending because it kept crashing the GPU, which has crashed the encoder for the streaming. So that's why you'll see a bunch of these all in one day type deal. Let's see, June 18th. I didn't know what it was. 11 hours and 55 minutes. That was like a 16-hour live stream again. So then I started figuring it out. Oh, I can't do that. I was trying to do not over a certain amount because it wouldn't equate to anything. This one here, so with the 1,000+ likes, someone joined this live stream. We won't call it. I forgot what you call it. It's like 3,000 people.
Are we live?
Send me
I think we're
cash.
live.
I have a PayPal. If you want to help
We're
out
live,
the channel
right?
that way, or
Oh, we're
you know,
here.
help out that way, I have
Let's get it.
PayPal. Give me 1 sec here.
All right, get set up. We'll get some overclocking right away. Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag. Load. 3.
Whoops.
Let's use
What happened there?
there?
No, that's gonna be one of those ones that's gonna take a month. If you want to do PayPal, make sure you send it as like a friend or family type deal. It should be set up a certain way anyways, but some people are not clicking the right things and sending it off a different way, and then I have to pay a certain amount every time I have to pay to get paid, basically. But yeah, it's one of those things that's gonna take a month. Yeah, it's so dumb. Nope, still on hold. There shouldn't be a hold. It's just you have to not click certain things and say send as a friend or family.
All right, 4.8.
I have a few donators I help out, and there's no restrictions whatsoever.
Yeah. Care
It's
about your
instant.
CPU. Fan.
I just pay a certain amount, and I instantly get it anyways. But every time I get PayPal, I have to pay a certain amount. It's dumb, but it is what it is. There's a fee. I mean, it's better than YouTube. YouTube, I only earn 50% of my earnings, so.
Come with me Friday, don't see maybe. Bench 5.
This live stream,
Later, I got
Cookie, I think his name was
Wi-Fi
Cookie,
though.
joined in and did a, I don't know what you call it. Like it brought a bunch of bots basically.
Which sucks. 'cause
It's
you did
not
lose
really a
bit
scam.
of-
I pay almost 40% in taxes, so
Why
it's
you
not
do
technically
this?
a scam. It's a business.
Video TDR failure.
Yeah, 10% goes
Video
to YouTube.
TDR.
and then about 40% for taxes.
Mickey Friday, don't shame me.
PayPal can't steal your money. PayPal won't steal your money. What? Yeah, man. I pay a lot in taxes. It's a business, so business here, it's anywhere from 35 to 40%, depending on what you're doing. And doing YouTube, it's about 40%. It's just odd. They shouldn't be able to, not unless something's up with that. It's not 40%. If I make $100, so YouTube takes its money right off the bat, right? So it's 10%. So 10% of 100 is $90. Now, every month I have a minimum withdrawal of $100, so I have to make $100 after YouTube's cut.
Once I get this all,
and then that $100
couple
gets
test
cut
runs
down
done,
40%.
I'll test out the RAM after.
So I only
tune
take
it.
home about
Should be able to
$60.
do 2,000 megahertz CL7. on this
$80
kit of
to me
RAM.
is a lot right now, so I would be mad. So yeah. I'm not sure where you're getting 10. 50% out of 100 is $50. Right? 50%? That's odd. I've never heard of that or seen that, to be honest. I've never heard or seen that.
Geekbench 5. Should be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Should
Not
make it
sure
so
how you
you
bro-
guys
I
see
mean-
the screen a little bit better though.
A lot of things have weird
Do it
policies,
after
so
this run.
I don't know what you could have done to break their policy.
Be happy if it passes this.
I'd only get 500.
Be happy if it passes. Please pass.
Maybe
I believe
maybe
in
520
you.
if I'm lucky. Again, it's about 50%. So if I made 1,000, I'd only bring home about 500. But like, let's say I made 1,000 after YouTube's cut, yeah, I would get about 600 due to 40% tax. That's odd. They should have. There should be a. Have you checked your email though? That's odd. That's so odd, man. That's business, man. That's business here in Canada. In this part of Canada, that's business. That's
Excuse me. Looking good though.
that's government.
Pretty good.
That's not rich getting richer. That's government.
We're into the hard part here.
That's the government, man.
Some blur.
Can't say rich getting
Face
richer.
detection.
That's the government.
Horizon detection.
That's our healthcare. That's roads. That's a lot of things that goes towards, right?
Ooh, we're doing it.
Can't really complain about it.
Come on, we're doing it.
Just finish the ray tracing. Thank you. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I think we're good.
It's the way it goes. No, YouTube's takes about 10%. My taxes is about
I think we're
40%.
good.
Dep-
Come on,
it
finalize
varies.
it. Let's
It
go.
varies, but it's about 40%.
Come on, machine learning should be easy.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
YouTube takes 10% off the bat, and then
Not very good though.
Canada, yeah, my taxes take 40.
Not very good. Not very good. I ain't too happy about that.
Canada. Yeah.
Give me a second here.
It's been about 38% lately, but that's only because I haven't been making much.
There we go.
I haven't been paid in months because I haven't made enough.
In the competition.
Except for last time where YouTube screwed me over, but I haven't been paid in 3 months, so that's why I've been thinking about quitting YouTube, to be honest. But YouTube's helps pay out somewhat.
In this
It's all good.
80s, the i7
I understand what you're
870
saying.
is- You know, he had a bad mount on his
Yep.
pot.
I
Still
wish
able
things
to
were a
do
bit
really good
different right
score.
now, but
So good job, Exit Berries, because yeah,
I need a job. And I can focus more time to getting a job. I can only do so much finding a job, but
X56
buddy, I mean, trust me, if you were in my position, you would not be doing YouTube. You would not have been doing YouTube for ever.
Deep bench 3, 15,075. Liquid nitrogen.
There's no money for what I'm doing and what I've been doing. So there's no money. I mean, yeah, I love doing it. I love helping out the people and that. So YouTube didn't pay me last month.
14.9.
Due to the fact YouTube had an issue. I just made the $100, like 103, so I would take home like 60. But what happened was YouTube had a technical difficulty that erased it had an error for payout. They had an error.
Prime. Super Pi.
I've been trying to find a job, but I can't seem to find one.
You'll be able to get
Unfortunately,
a decent score, I think.
I just wanted to. I've been thinking about just hanging up the ropes on YouTube, just due to the fact I've spent so much time and effort, especially this year, so much time and effort this year, and
See what
it's not worth
Super
it.
Pi is saying here.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, don't do that." I mean, things change, and all that, but it hasn't been good.
$8.7. Pretty good,
And
actually.
some of the comments I've gotten over the past month, not even from YouTube, from different Discord channel.
How hot is it getting?
People watched my live
46
streams
degrees
and just
Celsius on
saying
that
that I'm
one?
basically a bum in that. And the thing is, I
Getting
think I
hot
am
at
a bum.
all.
I don't have money. I can't do much.
Let's do.
So, yeah. Why do YouTube on the weekends, man?
32M, which is gonna take a while.
Why?
So
Why
if
would
anyone
I
has any
even waste
questions,
my
let me
time
know.
when I could
This
be
is gonna
doing
take a
more
while.
things for myself? I've been hacked 4 times this year, so
This is gonna take it sweet.
like people don't understand like what I've been going through throughout this year. A lot of things.
Which is fine.
And just because I'm a smaller YouTuber than that,
Actually,
I've been
what I
really
should
thinking
do,
about it.
though,
I've been
stop this.
really thinking about it over this year. Unfortunately. Or for the past month now.
With me Friday, don't say maybe. 'Cause I'm just a teenage
No, I don't stream for the money, man.
baby like
I hate when people, especially when I have certain people that send me money, like the same people. It's I don't like it.
Yeah, that's right. We're getting full
Are they
performance on
financially stable
this.
to do that? Yes. Do I still enjoy getting that money? No. Does it help me out? Yes. No. Not livable. I'm been barely livable for all this year. Barely. Barely.
Yeah, still same time, eh?
Days of not eating. Or eating just rice. Like, is that great to live on? No.
I mean, I should tune my RAM before I really do anything.
No, man, and I'm one of those people I hate handouts. It makes me feel
tune
like
the
an actual
RAM.
bum. And yeah, people are telling me you're not a bum. And then other people in other Discord channels like, oh, all he talk about is not having money in that. I don't. I'm sorry I'm answering questions from my chat from people that want to know things. It's like, sorry. Like, holy crap. It's just, do I enjoy the handouts? No. Does it help me out? Damn right it does. Exactly. And they just want to belittle me, basically. And I've had in a certain Discord channel, just a whole bunch of people ganging up on me for no reason. For no reason. Yeah, and do well. And that's the thing, if I had a job and that, it would help me out more too, because then I could actually promote my videos and or have different hardware, newer hardware to talk about all the time. I haven't had new hardware except for some older stuff that not a whole lot of people enjoy. Finding a job right now is brutal. I've been put in places that I would never work ever, and I don't have any experience in like Tim Hortons and KFCs and other places like that. Nah, and I don't
Dude,
want to
yeah,
be poor, but I
pretty
mean,
sure
I
I
am.
could do. Rise to that low, but we're fine.
And trust me, I've had some people. I do have some people. Again, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everybody that has given me donations. But if you continuously do it, I'm gonna tell you, don't stop. I will ban you. I will literally delete you. I'll make it so that way you can't give me any more donations because it's helpful. Yes. Does it make me feel like absolute trash? Yes. And it's not good. If you got a job, you will quit. I don't know what you mean there. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I'll get a job. I've quit my jobs due to various reasons. But I've always been able to get a job the next day, basically. Or 2 days after that. I've never had this kind of an issue finding a job before. There are things that happened in the past,
I don't think it's
and maybe I should talk about more things because now everything is done and settled with. That's why I haven't been streaming much. But it's also made me think of other reasons why not to. Probably. Maybe just make videos, live stream once a month, maybe type of deal. But making the videos, man, some of these videos that I've done, even though they're like 10-minute videos, have taken me days to do.
Worked, but it didn't work.
Have taken me forever. I'm not an editor.
God damn.
I do have a PC that's really good for editing. Yeah. Am I good at it? No. It takes me forever.
Yeah, let's go.
Forever. And then when you do like record a certain amount of time to do the video, and then all of a sudden, somehow there's no audio. Something's glitched on it. You have to completely redo
my
it.
profile too.
And it happens.
Like,
It does happen, but I mean, Does it make you want to continue doing it? No. I've had people say, "Oh, I'll help you edit videos and that." I have no way of giving you money. Oh, I don't mind. It affects my brain here. Come on, man. Like, I cannot have somebody do something for me and not me give you compensation for that, if that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that people do not take into consideration, and it is consideration for someone's well-being on that kind of thing. Is it nice to have the help? Yes. But it does not, if it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for me.
It'll do. It'll do, donkey. It'll do.
Yeah, exactly. And I get it. I get that they want to help in that, but it just still doesn't help me. Like it helps me, but I mean it doesn't help me mentally, if that makes sense. I mentally cannot do it.
It's not gonna work.
I enjoy it. I love live
I
streaming.
don't know.
The videos, they suck,
Maybe they don't know they can chat.
but it helps get more views. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of subscribers
squeeze.
when I haven't been streaming here. I've gotten, what, 4 subscribers now while not doing anything? Great. Thank you for subscribing. A lot of people. But then I've helped out some people that donate to me all the time. Helps out a lot. But it's like, stop donating because I haven't helped you out that much.
There's a bunch of streams where I didn't have a shirt on.
I've literally had to tell them, I don't know how many times. They say, no, man. I got the money. I can give you the money. All right, well, I'm going to make it so that way no one can donate.
Got to press delete. Got to press delete. I thought it
doesn't
would have
help
been
me.
fine.
But it helps me.
It's not
Helps
fine.
me mentally.
Nothing's fine.
Yeah, I lose hair. That's why I started live stream today. Hoping maybe someone comes in the stream and
I
asks
want to
for,
throw in the 3770K.
you know, how do I do this? How do I do that?
Do some.
Do you know any
5.1
information
gigahertz
on
overclocks.
the RAM, GPU, SSDs, and stuff like that? Because I know. Exactly. I want to make money off of YouTube. I want YouTube to make me the money. I don't want my viewers and the people that want to donate. I don't want them to donate. I want you to make money off of YouTube. But that
Let's go.
requires views. I don't get the views.
I
and I get
believe
that. I
in
100% get
you.
it. Oh, I'm not a big channel. I'm not exactly the greatest niche for it. I've only been doing it for just over 2 years. So you can say I've earned it, man, but it still doesn't feel like I've earned it.
Hello?
How's it going, man? I seen your hardware bot
It didn't
submission
register
where I
my
went through that
keyboard.
this morning. Holy crap, man! Good job.
Of course it didn't register my keyboard. Why would it want to register my keyboard? Apparently not.
My
Just too
weekly
jiggly.
recap. Yeah, we're in 3rd place right now.
Come on, PC. We got this.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
I believe in you. I love you.
Yeah, I did some
Jenny.
more. Did some more modifications on the Vega 56. Been doing pretty good. Got some more submissions done on that.
Oh man,
Some more top 5s, 3rd place, 2nd place type deal. Got one of the fastest Vega 56 in the world now. Fastest one in Canada. Yeah. I mean, thanks, man. I mean, it's appreciated. It's appreciated. Again, thank you to viewers, subscribers, and donators. I mean, helps
Apparently
out.
doing a restart.
But, getting
Not
donations
allowing
from one
it to
person
register my
a
keyboard.
lot just
So
does
let's
not
just,
help me
turn it
mentally.
off.
So
Power supply. It's kind of odd.
I'd rather make money off of YouTube.
Oh, that
Not
works.
off of
Look at
people.
that. What did I say? What did I say? Kind of figured, but kind of annoying that.
Yeah, I've done a lot of
that happened.
modifications to it.
And
And then with the plus 350% power limit, over 400 watts. It's a lot of wattage.
I'll just keep UC okay there.
A lot of wattage. It's
As long
wild.
as we are on a 1,
I can't do chilled.
to
Like I
1.
can't go cold.
not to 1 to 1, but
I can
a 1
like
command
get
rate.
cold water temp, but
We
I
should
can
be
only go
happy.
so cold because I'm on water.
Everybody wants to be happy. A happy, happy, happy. A happy, a happy, a happy. Enough. 2.1 is more than enough. Now be happy. Happy, happy, happy.
I don't want to blow up my my rad, which I will if I try to go
I
too
don't
cold.
think it's happy. Why is it not liking this RAM
My
frequency?
CPU
This
though,
is
I can go as cold as I want.
not even that bad for this kit.
So that's another live stream that I did. Oh yeah, that was the one that had somebody join, did a, yeah, this one here. Oh, seeing how much heat a CPU can handle. Boom.
I don't think it's happy. Why is it not liking this RAM frequency? This is not even that bad. Only thing that sucks. With an old PS4? Not bad. I don't think a PS4 is that old either.
Hey,
You
man,
also got
it's
yeah.
just fine.
I don't have the G8.
It's 100% just fine.
G5.
I don't want people to donate if they cannot, especially.
G5.
If you're not able to afford it, I don't care if you can't even afford
Isn't the PS4 9 years old now?
You
Oh,
cannot.
man, I'm at a touch for consoles. I haven't
gotta
used a
keep
console in like 15
Food
years.
on
so
your table, roof over your
Kinda
head,
makes sense.
bills paid. I'm just here.
Or just get a mechanical keyboard
to
and
be
never
here.
have to replace it. Oh. Who knew? Hold on. Do you hear a click? You can get ones that don't click. This one, though. Oh, wait. The other one, hold on. Okay, well, I don't know where I put the other keyboard. It's clicky. It's annoying. Fetty Dan, really?
Probably in the tote. I thought I took it out, but apparently not. The one keyboard is an annoying click. I don't like it. The keyboard I use doesn't have click. You press it down really fast, it bottoms out, but that's about it. $2013. Brutal. Bought Pro for an extra 30. That's a pretty good deal. That's a good deal in my opinion. That's a good. Yeah, I would say so. Not too shabby at all. Should I put in a system and see how much voltage a CPU can handle? See if it can handle over 2 volts. I'll take off all the monitoring things so that way I can put as much voltage as I want into it. See how far I can put it.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice.
Or see how hot I can get it and it still works.
I have my fishing rods and that
Think
stolen,
it can hit
so I
200
can't even go fishing
degrees
if I
Celsius
wanted
and still
to.
work? I don't know. It might. There we go. We'll do this one. Might even drill into it so I can put the thermal probe right
Yo,
inside.
how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. See how hot we can get it, and then see how much voltage it can handle.
So this live stream is a live stream that I did for putting the
2%.
CPU over 300 degrees Celsius. Still worked. I had to use voltage because the actual epoxy layers were starting to deform. Still worked though. I had to do over 2.1 volts to it to kill it. That was a good. I liked that live stream. That was fun. This one was a. This is a really fun live stream.
What? What are you talking about?
I should do another one. See if I can keep the CPU cool. I would have to like make a little jig. I have aluminum. I could technically do it.
Yeah, I got a small enough drill bit I can drill a hole. GPU limited?
And maybe keep
For
the
what?
epoxy layers
For a
cool
blue
and
screen?
just heat up the actual silicon.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense.
Yeah, surgery is pricey.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think I got a small enough drill bit though I can drill a hole in this CPU.
Drilling a hole in the CPU into the IHS. Yeah. That's brutal, man.
Not.
Hopefully the dog's okay now, though. Oh, it's like $400 here just to see a vet, basically.
Oh, I guess we're getting the big boy drill out. I don't even want to have to use the big boy drill though.
Oh yeah, he'd still be happy. Yep. I don't mind fishing off a dock. I've caught some massive bass off a dock.
Oh, hammer mode though.
Massive.
Got to lap it too. No. It broke the bit. Right at the end. No. Really?
Really? Gotta. Oh, I guess I could do that. Big ass bass. Big old largemouth right off the dock. Oh, where'd they go? Son of a. Yeah, nothing I can pull that out with. Yeah, I don't have any small. It was big. Needle nose. That was the biggest catch all day there, where I was. Yeah, I can't believe I broke the bit right at the end there. Is that Lake Huron?
Wild.
No. What lake was that? Still young. Was it? No doubt. Like Gabby, she talks a lot too. She's a chatty chat. Man, not shucks. I can't even use my multimeter that much right now. Battery's dead. I can't even afford a 9-volt battery. And then what I want to do with this multimeter is put a rechargeable one in it, modify it so that way, like I just have to cut out the back part of it of the multimeter, and then I can put a rechargeable 9-volt battery in it and be like a high-end multimeter basically. It's the only thing that makes it a cheaper one is to use a 9-volt battery.
Just touch with my finger. Come on, right up.
Yeah, those gray African parrots, they have a long lifespan. Like
Yeah,
30
see
years
how
is
hot
easy
it
for
is.
them.
Oh, yeah, I should probably put it flat though. Oh, I know that. Go.
Put the thermal probe in the IHS. So I drilled the hole.
Because my mom is ginger.
Yeah, they do. They copy a lot of sounds very well.
X5570. She's warm. I'll let it cool down. So it was about 170-ish. So in between. Like I did in between. Trying to do 169. It's kind of hard to. And I angled away from the thermal probe, so it wasn't just the heat. It was actual CPU that would be getting warm.
Yeah, not just voice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's idle temps for Ryzen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the one where the guy was working on his car. I've seen that one.
Copper holds the heat for a long time.
Because he wouldn't let the parrot out. Yeah. So he got mad. Started screaming.
That's the temperature it's at right now. That's hot.
Hey, Gabby, you. Hello. Why?
Oh, go lay down.
What if I wanted to get up? You don't care. You gotta make yourself comfortable.
It's warm.
Yep. For certain things, there are some parrots that have better for sounds, not voice, but sounds.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's hot. That's hot. Oh, I'll wait until it's around 40 degrees Celsius.
There are people that have they do. Someone has a 4060. They just haven't done anything yet. I'm not sure if they are. There's been a lot of people that haven't been overclocking this year from Canada. I don't think they got rid of their 3060. And then someone has a 3060. I'm pretty sure 3060 12 gigs. So they should sub it. Hopefully, they've done benchmarks this year. I'm just hoping someone does. MMR should have I'm pretty sure MMR has good DDR3. And then Exabarius should have better DDR3 too. He barely outbeat mine with his crappy stick too. And I can already beat that with what I have for saved subs, if need be for DDR3. But it's not good. It's still not good. Yeah, that's the nice about the gray Africans. They're smart. They'll have a conversation with you.
It'll take a while for it to cool. Yeah, no. No thanks. And I have to get with the motherboard, hook it up. And it's gonna, like, I won't even use, like, thermal paste. I'll just make sure I put a cooler on so that way we can just see it turns on. And we're gonna see how high we can go before it doesn't turn on anymore. Ooh. Should grab a cooler. So cool. That's doable. Technically the magic smoke would have to be at the epoxy level. Or the silicon around it. Not silicon, the silicone around it, the adhesive. Either that, the actual silicon
Just talking
itself,
about how it would be the epoxy that
good
is
until,
the
like,
main
600
issue,
degrees Celsius
and that the
before it
silicon
does
would be the
anything.
issue for the temperature.
But it's the epoxy. It's the actual, like, how they
Yeah,
put it together.
300
to
degrees
get
Celsius.
LGA pads, so, like,
The
put all
epoxy
the
starts to
power,
bubble.
all that into it. Still warm though.
Still work though. Wild.
Good. Throw it in the system here. Give it a quick clean. Actually, I'm gonna make something so I can just set it in a holder. Do that. This. There.
What do you mean, new cars?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, just like how people don't understand about all this silicon and that goes into all this technology. How RAM needs to, like RAM is in basically everything. Now how that could be affected by prices too from certain manufacturers. They'll just start raising the price of everything. Everything that has a computer or needs RAM, everything's gonna go up.
Heat it on its side. Yeah, actually that could be a next test.
Yeah. I mean, Micron E-die is not the worst for DDR4. Or is that DDR5? For injector cleaners, I mean, if you just run your car properly, you don't technically need to clean your injectors. You just need to do a hard run once in a while. Actually make the injectors put some pressure through them. Every 10,000 though is pretty wild. Yeah, you still just need to hard run your car or truck, whatever you have once in a while. Highway, make sure it's all nice and warm, and just put the pedal to the floor. So basically just go into slow lane, go back into the fast lane, and then yeah, I mean, 10,000, every 10,000 kilometers need an injector cleaner is pretty wild. You shouldn't need every 10K.
$300. Oh my god. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. If the indium does flow off, let's say when I do it on the side, the indium actually I have to set it up carefully because I'll set it, make sure it's on the metal, and then I'll take away the cardboard underneath the device. But
Yeah,
on the side,
I
because
mean,
it's
you can
gotta
sell on
remember, it's the
eBay,
indium, and then there's also silicone holding adhesive holding it around the side of the
it's
IHS.
the only way.
So
Or you
if,
have to
let's say
go
the
to actual
silicone
shows.
Let's go.
Best way
Is
to
it
do it is
getting
go to
so hot?
shows. They take generally
the
80,
whole IHS
80 to
follow.
90% of the market value for them.
Hot, not
Roughly.
It's hot. It's definitely hot. I should do close up on that. Show the water just spewing off because it's so hot still.
50%, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's because more or less the shelf life,
I'm
they don't
not
sell
good
much.
on indium, should
Shows are the
be
best
good.
way. They'll do like minimum 80%.
Yeah, whenever you see the temperature drop that little bit and then go back up, the fan above is once in a while it blows a big gust of air, and that's probably why you see that temperature go down and then back up, because it's blowing once in a while. The fan just blows a big gust of wind. That's why I'm trying to angle it, hold it in like a certain location, so that way it can just keep rising. Yeah, it's because of the fan. If I turn it off, it would help, but I'm trying to keep the air circulating too. But yeah, that's the reason why you're seeing
Yeah,
that.
on the low end, yeah, that'd be, yeah.
Dang that! This cooler works really freaking good, and it's not even that it's not even that
It's
hot.
true if you really do need the money. If it doesn't have much
The vice chucks
sentimental value to you, right?
Yeah, it's I don't know if you'll be able to see it. The hole I made. Nah, I won't be able to see it. The hole, the copper is like a reddish color now. There's the color of the copper now. It's kind of changed even more. It's darker now. Instead of it going to that reddish tinge, it's dark now.
That's if you get it
Wow,
graded.
look.
You have to get it graded
so I'm
if
gonna
to
put
even
this
get
in the system
a price
Sorry,
on
to
that
make sure
card.
that there's no
If not, you're just gonna
crap
get
on
the lowest end for it,
But
no
messed up
matter
the
where
first
you
time.
go. Graded cards are better,
Yo, and then we
and
got some
it costs money to get
spots now,
cards
guys.
graded.
Oh no, that's right. From the coffee, when I dipped a little bit of the coffee water really on top. Yeah, it's on the sides now. Yeah, man.
You can't say it's
I
a
lapped it because
PSA
when I
10,
drilled
right?
the hole, it kind of
If it's not
domed
a
the
PSA
top of
10
it, so I had to lap it.
guaranteed, you
It's
can't
nothing there.
even say
Just
it's
nickel
worth
plating
1,000.
and then copper.
You have to say it's a PSA 1 on all your cards, which is really dinged up and not a good card. But if it's a not graded card, you gotta go off
I
of the
forgot
low
that.
end. If you know how to
got that weird hot spot in
grade
the
it
middle.
yourself
No, it's just
roughly, you can
the nickel
say
plating.
it's worth about this because it is guaranteed to be a PSA 3, PSA 5. That's about as high as you can go, really, without it getting graded.
No, let's go. 300.
Still works after 300 degrees Celsius. It's just wild. Oh. That's literally the CPU. Bad for some of them. Yeah, because there's so many companies trying to come out and make cheaper monitors. That's why they're not terrible. No, some of them aren't terrible, especially 1080p. Not bad.
Over 75% of ingredients will be from nature or recycled materials by 2030.
All right, are we live?
No, probably not. Affected
I think we're
OC wise.
live.
Only if it was powered
All right,
on.
welcome back to the channel, guys. Got some more 1080 Ti overclocking to do today.
So you know all about the
All
centering
right.
of the cards and all that, the background, and
Do I have a mic actually?
because there's a lot to know about grading, not just the quality of like.
Yeah, I got the mic
edges are
going.
good. Are all your
We
edges
got the
perfectly
mic
rounded?
going. All
Is there
right.
any raised portions
We are
of
good
the
to
actual
go.
print? Scratch free. Like there's a lot to even get a PSA 8.
Making a quick coffee.
But no,
We got Gabby
doing that
in
temp
there,
wouldn't really
building a
affect the
PC.
overclockability of it.
She's the best PC builder ever right there. All right. Coffee.
If it was even just turned on. If it was turned on, it had any voltage going through it, guaranteed it would
Alright.
start destroying it. Doesn't even matter if it was at I think the lowest voltage I can go on those Xeons, the LJ1366 Xeons. I think the lowest voltage you can do is 1.2 volts or 1.3. That's the lowest voltage you can go. It would degrade it though. This is the my main system with the 13900K
5845.
with the 1080 Ti.
385. Should be good. Pretty good timing. Should work. Should work. I guess we'll find it. Hey, how's it going, Davatron? Yeah. I'll show
Now
you
that
a
high of
quick
a
couple
temp due to
runs
the
of
fact
something
that
here.
the epoxy layers
This
started
is
going.
pretty
It could have gotten
tight
rid of
timings
some
on
traces
Hynix
for
MDI
grounding.
2x24.
If there's traces that are going for the voltage, then yeah, it would have destroyed it. But for some grounds, it might affect the high OC wise.
It's gotta do it.
But that's about it. That's
Training.
if the traces were destroyed on inside the epoxy layer.
Should do about
And due to the fact the
7.2,
epoxy's bubbled up pretty heavy, I
7.3,
still have that CPU.
right around
showing.
there on PY Prime.
Other than that, no.
Not
the
my
silicon
best.
itself,
Not my best, of
whatever's
course,
put
but
into
these are
it,
pretty tight timing.
I'm pretty sure up to like over 400 degrees Celsius, it would have been fine. But since I was only able to do 360, I think it was around there, or 340 degrees Celsius.
And
because
5A 1.35
the
volts.
epoxy layer is starting going.
Linux runs the world's
actual
most
silicon
critical
itself would have
workloads,
been
but
fine.
when the most critical patches usually mean a reboot, that means late night.
Not sure
because
if
it
it's
is
100%
it's
stable,
tin
but
copper, right?
yeah, we'll find it.
In the actual silicon to make up the architecture, it would have been fine.
I'm pretty
Because
sure it
all
won't
is
pass
all
a
pieced
7-zip
together.
right now.
Silicon itself,
We'll get it figured
you're
out
good for
though.
like what, 1,000 degrees Celsius.
Here's PY
The
prime
actual
run.
copper
Red
and
3.
tin, you probably up around 600 would have been
1.355,
fine
yeah, right
before
around
it did
1
anything.
point, or
But then
7
even if you
point
heated it up,
to
it's
7.3,
not like it can go
7.4.
anywhere. So I'm pretty sure it would have been fine
Not
for that
great.
as well.
Not
and
great.
It would have been just fine.
Yeah, not great.
Just like what some people don't know is some CPUs.
I
If you
don't
just
think it'll do
dumped, like let's say you have a dead
7-zip
CPU,
right now,
you
to be
just
honest.
dumped a bunch of LN2 on the actual silicon
Nah.
and chilled down that silicon while it's
Might
off.
need to put
and
more
all that,
voltage
but
into the CPU.
while it's off, it can actually redo the traces because the traces
That's
are so small,
alright.
and the silicon and all how the
Super
architecture is
Pi
made up,
should be
it can actually
alright as
bond
well.
the actual
Around
architecture back
5.2,
together.
5.3,
and that
or
way
maybe
your dead
5.4.
CPU can come back alive from cold temperature.
maybe around 5.4.
That's more on the
5.5.
newer
Not too
CPUs,
bad.
but after
Yeah, not my
what,
best, but
I think it's
hoping
after
these
50
at least
nanometers and that,
good enough
as soon as you
for a couple runs.
go below
Yep,
that, you can
1300K
actually
is still in. I
fix some
still have to
CPUs,
lap
dead
it. I might do
CPUs
that this
with just
stream,
cold temperature,
lapping it, because
which is awesome.
temps.
That's why I wish I had some LN2 so I could see if I could
Temps.
fix up the 12600K because it just randomly went on me. Low
We'll open
voltage, low
up
temperature.
3D Mark
randomly
here.
went.
Oh, what one is it? Where'd it go?
And it's a good
I think I
12600K.
moved
How
around.
long
There it
it would
is.
last you after that, would vary. That would
Yeah.
vary.
It wouldn't be
Yeah,
too
it was
bad.
a really good
Like it would be
12600K that
probably
never-
better if I didn't
I used
lap
daily for a long
my
time and overclocked
my
the
custom
snot out of
monoblock.
it,
To
but
be honest,
kept the temperature
because
good
I
and
lapped
voltage is good. Not
my
sure what
custom
happened to the
monoblock,
CPU.
it's flat. Like I'm pretty sure I've showed pictures of it before. But it's like really flat, and the 1300K is really domed.
So this right here was the GTX 1080 Ti video.
Yeah,
No
really
power
good
limit.
price. They went fast. There's only 6 of them at that price. I was one of them to get it, so. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of it somewhere. There it is. But yeah, it's pretty flat.
There's the monoblock.
They made a perfect circle.
With AI,
You can create any character you want in seconds.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets, complex software, and tons of time.
But right now, all you
Yeah, it's nice. It worked really good on 12600K. I barely. Barely. At 5.8 gaming, it hit like maybe 60, 65 degrees max.
Yeah, you did. AI is not wrong.
It barely did anything. What should I do?
So,
it's good. I
ask
just want to do
AI
a quick
this.
test on something.
Will just turning on my PC degrade the CPU?
Oh yeah, we'll rerun a Port Royal for sure. Actually, we'll rerun a Port
just
Royal.
ask AI that though.
We'll do
And
that.
I want to know
quick.
what it says.
And 710. How's it going, Nova? Let's do 1.2. 2.26. Should be able to do that. Get
I
a.
remember all these top overclockers with their CPUs.
See if it gets
doesn't
a
matter if it's
record.
1300K,
I would like to get around
1400K,
3,000
then you have
points. Like
900X3D,
crush my old
950X.
score of
For certain benchmarks and
2899,
that, they have a certain CPU
which it
for
has the
that
record right now
benchmark.
for
For
Port Royal,
frequency, they have a
for the
certain CPU
1080
for that, or a couple of them for backups. And they only use it very, very quickly, very short amount
I'm
of time.
doing good.
Very, very
I'm glad
cold.
you're doing good too.
Why do you do this? Because just turning on your computer will degrade the CPU. How fast it degrades is dependent on the voltage and temperature. Had a
Does not
shower
matter
this
the
morning.
voltage and temperature.
Got
it
some
will
more
degrade.
information, some PC news.
So hopefully it
made
says
a
that. If
couple
not,
of
then
pictures to
AI is
show
just
what a couple
dumb,
of things are, like
like I
Ribbon
say.
FET 2, the turbo
But yeah,
cells
it did
on the
degrade
Intel side.
6600K at 1.5
Intel
volts.
might sell a lot of its foundry, less than 50%, 49% of its foundry. Against
That's why I
Intel is
won't push
Intel.
my
Intel
1300K
foundry
too
is
far.
not.
It's a crappy
And it's more voltage
1300K.
for 5.8.
So I only do for some benchmark 6.2 gigahertz.
That's not GPU.
For validation, I'll
Let's
go
check temp.
higher, but that's on a single core, and that's very, very
temp's
cold.
alright.
And it'll only go to
1.38
10
though.
degrees Celsius. About that
And
on
4.5
one core. That
cause
still
an issue.
degrades that core, though.
Guaranteed. That's all right.
It's like I have people trying to tell me, like, 2 volts on your RAM kit doesn't... just certain ICs is just
This is your
fine for
Mac.
2.5,
It's a good Mac.
2.6
It does those
volts.
things you like.
It's just
The
fine,
music
won't
that you
degrade
love.
it. It will
And most
degrade it
importantly,
after
the work that you do.
1.65
Sadly,
volts
though,
will degrade
sometimes
it.
it does
1.2
this.
volts to it will degrade
Or
it.
this.
It's a slower
Or
degradation,
this.
though.
But before you do this, try Tactile Pro, your one-stop fix-it
No,
tool
it's
to
not how it
locate the
works.
source of this, so that this
not how
still
it works.
remains your things that you
What
love,
is-
music that you enjoy, and important work that you...
That's because of the fucking morons. That's the morons talking on Reddit too much about oxidation and how, just sit on the shelf, it will start degrading. That's not how it works.
It's gonna work on some
Oxidation and
scores, get
degrading,
some more
that's not how it
information
works.
on the 1080 Ti for a
Oxidation
couple things. Just for start off
is
points when I do cold
degrading.
question. Would you get 7600 plus 97 XT
cannot-
plus OLED plus, or versus 9000 XT 9070 XT
Oxidation
plus
was
IPS
only on a
for
certain
gaming?
amount of CPUs from
Well,
certain
the
batches,
7600
and your 14600K
9070 plus
is
an
not
OLED's
part
give you
of it.
cheaper.
The oxidation was more or less through to microcode. That was the microcode
Technically,
for certain CPUs,
Uh,
higher end CPUs, higher wattage CPUs.
like strictly gaming,
that
that's all
would
you're really
utilize
gonna
a
do. You're not
certain
gonna watch any kind of
parameter
movies
Intel.
or
Intel's
anything like that
parameter
on
of-
the
it's a certain
PC,
tier
strictly for
that's
gaming.
generally
The
512
9000
watt
X3D.
amp tier, or
Oh, okay.
over
Wow.
the
There you go.
what
9000
they have for
X3D then.
380 watts or something like that for PL1, and then due to the manufacturers and that, yes, it's not what I was told. AI does not do what it's told.
Another
It does
question.
what
All
it's-
right. Hey, a
it gets its
question.
information
Overclocked
on,
my
and what
5080
AI and most AI
to
gets its information
pretty
on
nice
is the
overclock.
most
Out towards my
talked about. And same
2D
thing with
mark
Google,
score
it
tanked by
goes off the
90%
most
pass
talked
mark.
about. That's why
That from
if
a
you're
card by
a
OC?
part of the sheep,
No.
you're part of the retards. Okay? You're literally part of the window lickers. Because what everyone reads on is not the correct information
How far did you push
most
the
of the
VRAM?
time. That's why I say to people,
You should
fact check
retry
me,
it.
but make sure you
retry
fact
it,
check
but
me
don't
on
overclock the
certain
VRAM.
forums, not on
You overclock the
Reddit,
VRAM too
not
much
on-
because it is
on
error
certain things I've been
correcting. It
talking
will
about
error
only
out a
or
lot.
from
It will still
AI. Do
pass.
not
Everything
just
will
use
still
AI
pass,
to
but it'll
fact
error
check,
out a lot.
because AI
and
is not
yeah,
right.
it'll tank your score
But yeah,
big time.
oxidation that's not how oxidation works.
Big
Oxidation is
time.
part of a microcode and the voltages for it. It's a part of degradation.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna
And it's only on everyone's trying
disable
to
hyperthreading.
Man, there's so many people got
That'll
it
bring us
wrong
down to
off
what,
the bat
8
because they
and
don't know what they're
1624,
talking about.
and that will help.
It wasn't
cool
just the
things down.
microcode, it was microcode and motherboards.
OLED better
why
overlay even for
when I
gaming.
talked
Sacrifice
about
a
it
few frames per second
2
for
years
more
ago,
accurate visuals.
About 2
making
years
it
ago
lean
now,
towards
when
it.
I talked about
OLED's
it,
nice. Yeah.
some of the first videos that I put out there actually was about that for the PC hardware wise.
About
Those are
400.
some of the first videos I put out there was it's something that is kind of fishy. It's not just microcode.
What's the refresh
motherboards,
rate on
part of
that
the blame.
gigabyte there, Dab?
Doing the microcode updates throughout the. I did
I
testing
use
for
OLED.
microcodes
I
as
use
well
OLED, but
throughout the
more or
updated
less because
microcodes.
of the
Some
content
microcode
creation.
updates were
I use a
worse,
big screen
on
too.
certain motherboards than other some people are showing
So
on my
yeah,
motherboard. Kind of the same
I
thing.
like it.
And then eventually
I like
they
it for
actually had
gaming.
so
I
that
like
way
it
the
for
voltage
content
is
creation.
lower. The vid was
Good
lower.
for color as
So
well.
The voltage request and the voltage to the actual CPU
were more in line with what they should have been, instead of the V-core itself being higher for some reasons than the vid request. And the V-core is what the actual motherboard's supplying.
Yeah, just
which
because
would
it
be
doesn't
the actual
crash
motherboard
doesn't
itself,
mean it's
and the
it's
motherboards
good.
were
It's
doing
gonna
bad
work.
on that. And then the vid
All right.
would be higher sometimes, and the
Pyro?
after the microcode update, the vid would be higher sometimes than what the V-core was actually giving it, and that's good. That means the motherboards were in line with what the actual vid
Redo
was
the
saying.
drivers. Do a DDU.
And not all the time you
Do a
need it.
DDU, and
Like the vid was not needed
that'll probably work for you.
because the vid's a request. A lot of people are getting
Too far of a
at the
RAM
beginning were
overclock.
trying to say the vid was the actual
Trying to
voltage
tune
that
my
the
MDI
CPU
for
is getting.
8400 daily.
That's not what the CPU is
I
getting. The V-core is what the CPU is
1.15
actually getting.
volt. Say
The vid could be just a request, and whatever you have set is
See?
what the actual V-core set, or whatever the motherboard implies is what the CPU is actually getting. And that's what a lot of people are getting wrong. I'm not sure how they
yeah,
were getting
definitely
that
get a
wrong.
RAM cooling.
been
Like,
a
do you
thing
have
for
like
a
get a
long
RAM
time
cooler for
on
sure?
how that works.
Get a RAM cooler for sure.
But the oxidation
Yeah,
is
you can
not,
do
oh, just sitting on the
8400
shelf, it's
daily.
degrading. That's
Really hope this channel thrives. It's great stuff. Well, thank you very much there, Drunken. Oh yeah, you join when a blue screen. Great stuff, great
oxidation
stuff.
is
I'm
term
seeing a
that
blue
they put
screen.
onto it just to
B-side.
bash
Blue screen of
Intel
death.
basically on a certain
I'm
batch
pushing the
of
RAM pretty hard
CPUs.
right now.
Again, certain batch of 13, 14th gen CPUs. Certain
Save the
batch.
date on Wednesday, December
I had
24th.
a
Lotto
known
649
bad
Super
batch,
Draw is
13900
back
KF.
with 15 guaranteed prizes of $100,000
'cause I
plus
manually
2
tuned it.
jackpots.
And then
Somebody's
eventually
gonna
killed
win.
the
It
CPU, but
could
that was my
be
own fault.
you.
It was my own fault.
And so what I'm gonna do is do 600 and 460.
It's like here, what I'm showing here. The
Everything else
1.437
looks
volts
pretty
at 5.8
good.
gigahertz. It's terrible because, again, terrible CPU.
Yeah,
But
everything
that's
else is
technically
below.
degrading
Well,
the CPU.
actual-
Just running it on
actual
stock
raise-
voltages right now is
raise
technically
these up
degrading
just
the
a little
CPU.
bit.
Even though the voltages right now are only at probably like 1 volt maybe. That's still degrading the CPU.
Ooh, MDI does not like that. MDI 58 degrees Celsius. Nah, man, be careful.
Any
Be careful.
voltage
It does
degrades
not like
CPU.
that.
How much is
Your
degrading?
SA voltage
is
at
not
1.15
real-time
volts is
degrading.
really
The
good.
oxidation is part of real-time degrading because of the microcode. and
PDDQ
the amount of
1.45
voltage
is
that was
kind of
actually
huld
put into
to be
the
honest.
CPU due to the fact the microcode
You should
and
be able to do
the
like
motherboard was
1.4
putting too much voltage
and still be fine.
because they go hand in hand.
1.5 on IMC is not bad though. For 8400, depends on cast latency. I'm guessing around CL38.
I don't want you to lick me.
That's where you have to be for about 1.5 volts. You'd need more if you're lower. We love the green screen of death too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So fresh install of NVIDIA drivers. Yeah, DDU. It completely gets rid of the
Alright, I'm probably
graphics
gonna
drivers
end
on
stream
the
here,
GPU
though.
completely. Anything that might have been saved from previous drivers as well completely gets rid of them. So that way, when you reinstall, it's a fresh install. Nah, you don't need to redo everything. Just do a DDU. Keynote exemption not handled.
All right. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hopefully everyone has a good Tuesday. And if I'm not back on, hopefully everyone has a good rest of their week. So, again, thank you to all my viewers, subscribers, and donors. You guys help this channel more than you know. That's going to be it for this one here. Thank you, everyone, again. And, yeah, I'll see if I'm back on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will be. But, yeah, if not, hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And again, as always, don't forget, get her done. Peace.